Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Let's Play Metroid Prime 2. I am Nintendo Man of God, aka Lord Fluffy. Anyway, we're gonna continue on our little hunt here. We just exited where we were at the Temple of Aegon and stuff. So, Temple of Aegon, Temple of Torvis, that's what it is. So now that we have the green thing, we can come down over here and be like, I'm gonna scan you. Oh, it's literally just an elevator system. No words. No words. Absolutely no words. Right, so you can go through here now, scan that. Over here you can't quite go through just yet. I'm trying to figure out where exactly I do want to go at this particular moment. Because there's several places I can go, but chances are the hint system will come into play eventually. Because I hear an item. Have I gotten this one before? This one seems like one I haven't actually got before. It doesn't seem familiar to me at all in that regard. Also, this is one of those few times where this thing actually becomes annoying because it's such a small corridor, there's almost no chance you're going to avoid taking damage. Okay. God damn it. I took like an entire bar. An entire freaking bar. What the? No. Get away. Like, get actually away. Well, there's more lore over here, so I guess it was worth it.
Our war begins. We developed crystals that brought the light of Aether to the dark world. Using these crystals allowed our warriors to explore the enemy lands to spring war to the aim. Sadly, the crystals were not enough. We needed stronger weapons, better armor. We withdrew from Dark Aether while our greatest minds devised new engines of war.
Well, you get the idea. There's lots of backstory here of the planet. Huh. You can just hear from the foreboding music that this is going to turn into like a war zone pretty quickly. Like as soon as I walk over here. Yep, there you go. Now these are pirate commandos, I assume. They're not the dark pirate commandos that I faced before. Now these guys, they're interesting. They don't have the same dimensional flux technology that the dark ones have, but at the same time, they do have many of the weapons that the dark ones have as well. Considering that these were the originals, it makes sense. Also, he can put up that shield that blocks everything. Again, super missiles, they help so much. Look at that. He's dead so much quicker than he would be if I just took it normally. God, you piece of crap. Stop being a dick and die. Like, that's pretty easy to do, dying, I mean. I didn't need to do that. Well, anyway, I'm out of missiles now, so there's that. Right, so, for record, bioscan complete, Denzium. Now, it's not Baydenzium, it's Denzium in this game, Baydenzium in the other one. Now, keep that in mind for later, as you will be able to do something about that later. Wait, hold up. Right, so by the way, there is actually, as you can see, a platform over there. Keep that in mind for later as well. Like, much later as well. Anyway, we're now in Dark Aether, as you can see. Now back here, there is not the same as in the light world with that platform. Don't bother. It is worthless. Now again, keep in mind when you do run into enemies that if you supercharge these with the light ones, with the light beam, if an enemy steps into it, they will die, essentially. Now, these are new enemies. They're what is known as, can I scan you? Hunter Ing. Hunter Ing are extremely annoying. In most cases, I would recommend not even trying to kill them. Ooh, missiles. You should pull those in. In most cases, I would recommend not even trying to kill them unless you're, like, pretty much 100% sure you can in the first place. I would really recommend trying to kill them if you have these places here. Otherwise, they're just going to be way too much of a hassle for you to really bother. Like, literally do not even bother with them unless you can supercharge. Anyway, there is a save station over here. I am going to use this because chances are at some point along the road, I'm going to die. And dying is not fun, as anyone can imagine. Like, just imagine that. Dying being fun. Like, why would that be, why would that be a thing? Dying being fun. I don't even want to imagine it. Why did you make yourself imagine dying being fun, Fluffy? That's just a silly thing to think about. You maniac. Why would you even think of such a thing? You're clearly crazy. Clearly crazy. Like, the craziest of crazy. Ah, yes, this is actually the way I'm supposed to go, just for the record. Now, here's the thing. This next part is probably one of the most frustrating parts in any video game ever. There's a good reason for this. We are coming up to a specific portion of the game where you will be without portals to Aether for a while. Now, that's why. Does that look familiar? That looked like a morph ball, did it not? Well, you'd be right about that. It is, in fact, the Boost Guardian. Now, I would 100% without a doubt recommend healing to full HP before you go in here. Me, on the other hand, I don't care. Now, the reason why this is one of the hardest parts in the game is because you do not, I repeat, you do not have any light crystals to heal you in there. So, if you take damage, you're going to not be able to heal that back unless you get health drops, and especially it's also hard because it'll just, if you can't avoid it, it'll just keep damaging you and damaging you. Now, you can imagine this being way too hard without a dark suit, but some people have been able to do it. I mean, it is possible. It's not impossible. But let's just say it's one of the hardest goddamn things ever, which is one reason why I haven't actually bothered to really... One reason why I really haven't bothered to really try at it with, really. Like, not so much really, like, it's just annoying. You don't want to stay near it, ever. You want to dodge its attacks when it does roll at you. Hit it when it's in this phase. Never be close to it because, okay. When it does this, it'll transform into a morph ball. Okay. And boost around. Now, it seems silly that this thing has the ability to use boosts, basically. But it does. And it will. Okay. Okay. I can't move. I could not even move. I could not move. Are you actually kidding me? Oh my god, that was so much horse shit. I could not even move. Stop freaking doing. Oh my goodness, dude. That was like so much health I got back. Immediately gone. Oh, right. I'm supposed to use the bombs and damage it that way. Otherwise, it never comes out of the morph ball phase. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I have a clear mastery of this video game. I don't know what happened there. I literally got stuck, and it was the stupidest thing. I do not even comprehend how I managed to get stuck, but as you can probably tell, this is gonna end horribly. Anyway, yeah, after that, he does come back out of this phase. So you can go back to shooting him in the face. Because everyone knows that's fun. Everyone knows shooting things in the face is funner than anything in the world. And then this happens, and you take tons of damage, and then you have to hope that you get a yellow thing when you get out of there, otherwise you're dead. Basically, when you can, kill these things so you can get your health back. Oh, God. Ah! No! Please. What? What the shit? What the hell was that? What the actual hell was that? What the f? It just teleported! It f***ing teleported! It f***ing teleported! No, this is not even a recording glitch. This thing legitimately f***ing teleported forward. Like, what the fuck? I'm actually kind of really mad about that because I have to go back and look at the footage, but it legitimately looked like he teleported. Like, there seems almost no rhyme or reason as to why he just suddenly appeared underneath me, but it was pretty much teleportation, if you ask me. It has to be. He is just a magician. This thing is literally just a magician in every sense of the word. Oh, for Christ's sake, get off. I can't even go into Morph Ball. I can't even go into Morph Ball after this. It's just, he sticks on you. Oh, God, I'm so dead. There's no H. I'm dead. God! You know, I've just been sitting here in this thing here for like the past 30 seconds healing up from all the damage I took getting here. And it just occurred to me this boss is bullshit. Like, it didn't just occur to me like 3 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago or whatever. It just occurred to me now that this boss is bullshit. It's actually like one of the worst things ever. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's actually one of the worst bosses I have ever had the displeasure of fighting. Because you're put into a shitty scenario, and you're put into a shitty scenario, number one, where you can't heal up and you're taking constant damage over time. You have an absolute requirement to kill the sub-enemies. Like, there's so much micromanagement that this boss requires sometimes. It's just stupid. Well, it's so dumb. Like, why is this actually requiring... No, just no. Just no. Just, this boss is actually one of the worst... How do you even not get that to hit you? It's like... It almost seems like it's unavoidable, but I've avoided it like twice, and you just have to stand behind one of these pillars or something. I don't get it. I don't get this boss at all. Why does it exist? Why? Why did they think that this boss was a good idea? Okay, whenever it goes into its stupid little teleport, whenever it goes into its stupid ball, it just teleports to a random location for no explicable reason. So that's why I just randomly God, no, you can't avoid this thing, I swear. You could probably avoid it, but I'm just doing a really crappy job. I'm actually so salty, because this is like my third attempt. I swear to God, I just need like more super missiles. I'm just not going into this with enough missiles, and I need to go farm them while I'm on my way over here next time. That's probably just what I have to do, like straight up. Kill you for health because I need it. You've really just got to stand in the middle to avoid it. And you know what I've just realized? This is going to be an entire episode of me failing to fight this boss. And you know what? I did a top 10 best boss battle themes on Natural Lord Fluffy like a few months ago. This right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and start a script for the top 10 worst boss battles of all time, and this motherfucker right here is gonna be in it. Because this is a goddamn awful boss battle. It's just awful. It's awful. It's just awful. There's nothing else about it. Every other boss, it feels fair. Every other boss in this game feels fair in some regard. This one feels as unfair as humanly possible. Okay, I actually avoided this time somehow. I've just been doing it wrong. He is worthless. Okay. I've just been doing it wrong. I have just literally been doing it wrong this whole time. It's still dumb. I'm still not gonna pass this thing up as being an acceptable boss fight, but I understand now that I've been doing it wrong by trying to use super missiles and not the light beam, which made the most sense considering this is a Dark Guardian. But even still, I just got hit twice there by that ball because it's completely unpredictable. Absolutely bullshit and completely unpredictable. You cannot see it coming. It'll just go any which way direction it wants to. It's non-telegraphable. Every single other one of his attacks has at least some form of telegraph to it, but this wall bounce stuff is just completely random. It just has no rhyme or reason to it. And you just take so much unnecessary damage as a result. I don't have enough. Good. Looks like I have to hit him to the dark. Okay, what just happened? What just happened? You know, I just had to quickly, while I was waiting, make a list of some of the things I've noticed about this boss that are just bullshit. Number one, the consistent damage over time from Dark Aether makes it just, I don't know, freaking annoying. Two, its ball form, the bounces of its attack are completely unpredictable. No way to predict them at all. There's an attack which is nearly unavoidable, and his movements are just erratic sometimes, especially when he's in his puddle form and you hit him through times with the bombs. Like, the movements are just so erratic. There's no rhyme or reason to them. A lot of other bosses have rhyme or reason or patterns to their movement, which are easy to see. Dark Samus, as much as she's extremely hard to target and lock onto and do damage to, everything she does has rhyme or reason. It makes sense. You can see it. It's avoidable. It's fun, that fight. Even if it is frustrating because of the fact it's so hard to keep a beat on her. This fight is just dumb. It's just straight up dumb. And I am so mad right now because this is like attempt number 5 at this dumbass. And again, unavoidable. I cannot seem to avoid that attack. It just seems random when I'm actually able to do it. I can come out of his goddamn puddle form and let me target him. But no, these things are in the way. These things are actually in the way from him coming out. Again, unavoidable. I cannot avoid this attack. I don't get it. I have to kill these things with light ammo all the time. I hate this boss so much. And randomly jumps up and gets it. Like, that was so unavoidable. There was absolutely no way I was going to avoid that. There was just no way. I'm complaining a lot. I get that. I'm angry. I get that. That may not be fun to some people to listen to, but in this particular case, I feel it's warranted because I've had to deal with so much BS. And part of it's my fault for not realizing to use the light beam like a smart person. Part of that is my fault. I am not going to go out and say that it is, 100% this boss being bullshit. But, just... you see where I'm coming from. You have to at least see where I'm coming from with this boss right now, because there's no rhyme or reason for this to take any... There's just no rhyme or reason. Rhyme or reason might feel like an overused word at this point, but there's nothing. Like, if there's no point for it to be like it is, why are you making it like it is? It's a pretty simple question, really. But guess what? I killed it finally. Thank the Lord. I killed it this time. 5 tries. 5 tries, ladies and gentlemen. But we did it. I finally did it. That's gonna be a bitch to edit. Like, I'm gonna enjoy editing this so much. So much so. Like, there's no level of not enjoying the editing that I'm going to be doing. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have acquired the boost ball. While in morph ball mode, press and hold B to charge the ball. Release B after charging to get a speed boost. Ugh. I hate this boss. It is easily going into my top 10 worst boss battles of all time. After that, I remember hating this boss so much. Even before. I never liked it. I never did. But after this, it's just there. It's top 10 worst boss battles of all time. That took forever to get out to. Alright, so at this point, you may be asking yourself, nah, that's my name. I don't want to say my name out loud in every single recording, so I'm gonna just screw that out. I'm pretty sure people already know my name at this point, but you know, you might be asking yourself, Fluffy, what are you doing? Why are you so bad at video games? Well, my friend, it's because I get mad. And when I get mad, shit happens. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode of Metroid Prime 2. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for all the rage, but yeah. I'll see you guys later.